When you come home after a hard day at work, all you want to do is put your feet up. All you want to do is just relax and just watch a little television, catch up with what's happening in the world. But every time you turn that television on, it just seems like the whole world is spinning out of control.
The bad news is just multiplying. Our economy is tanking. It doesn't show signs of improving. There are people losing jobs. And it doesn't look like any help's on the way there. There are more cuts on the way. People around the world are taken to the streets. Our government responds to the problems with bailouts. And when you call them up and say, what are you doing? You don't get any response. They're not listening to you. Ponzi scheme crooks get away with millions. Tax cheats are getting promotions. Terrorists are on the run. And you just want your family safe. You just want your children to grow up in a sane country, and you don't want anybody indoctrinating your kids when they get to school. I think a lot of people feel like they're alone and they just want to give up. I'm here to tell you something important, and that is you're not alone.
9/10, we were burying our heads in the sand, or we were playing politics. It was about Republicans or Democrats. On 9/11, we were freaking out, and no one knew. Who attacked us? Where did this come from? What is this? On 9/12, no one in the government had to tell us what to do. We just did it. We went and we found a place to give blood. We went and we gave money. We gathered together. We gathered our family around. We prayed. We were the people that our grandparents were. And nobody had to tell us. But then, again, the parties got involved. Commit yourself to live the principles that you knew were true and the values that you knew were true on 9/12. Become a 9/12er. Forget about arguing about the parties. Forget about arguing, oh, well, you guys did this and you guys did that. Forget about it. It is a waste of time. And I really believe time is running out. Focus on what you are, who you believe, what you think we need to do as a country, and stop tearing the other side apart. You know, everybody says, we don't have a special interest group for us. We don't have a lot. You are going to be the special interest group. But that will only happen if you don't make it about politics. If you only make it about principles and values. Once it becomes about politics, it's done. You must stand for principles. And the number one principle you must stand for is to reestablish the Constitution. It has been so perverted by man. This country has been so perverted. It needs to be reestablished. But gang, unless you know what you're supposed to know, unless you know who our founders are, you won't be able to do this.
Believe me, America, I am as tired as you are. I love my country. And it's not some wrap myself in a flag, and I don't really care. It's not about the parties or anything else. It's the principles behind this country. Stand up and fight for them.
No matter how long it may take us, the American people in their righteous might will win through to absolute victory.
Free at last! Free at last! Thank God Almighty! We are free at last!
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
I can hear you, the rest of the world hears you, and the people who knock these buildings down will hear all of us soon. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.